So we're going to jump into Andre's account and Jessica's account, and we're going to show you how quickly and easily you can be talking to people and closing sales. So the email address is what?
Andre.Forbes28 at yahoo.com.
Okay, and
the password is in the Q&A box.
Okay, good. Good. We don't need to tell the whole world what your password is.
Max, after you adjusted Andre's settings and went through the checklist to make sure his profile was good, he posted something, a quote, and it got over 1,000 views.
Almost 3,000.
Oh, 3,000, sorry. And it was like amazing the amount of exposure that his content got after you just made a few adjustments.
Well, I like to hear that. Now remember, see now you're visible. Now the things that you do are going to be seen by more people, and so many of the people that you end up talking to aren't aware of that, and so that gives you leverage, and it gives you you know, a step up. And of course, you know, this is the first time that Andre's doing this, and he's got a huge network of people already that are seeing this for the first time. And as you keep doing it, people are going to get curious. They're going to go, Andre, well, you know, what are you doing? So you don't have to chase people. You don't have to push people. So let's see. I got a list here of people that you're talking to. So the first one is Moses.
So Moses UX replied back to him. I mean, this is his
Okay, so he's a safety professional, and you add him to your network. How long have you been on LinkedIn? And he comes back 5 years. Hope we can exchange thoughts. Have a great day. And we write back, Hush, your safety manager, how long have you been doing that? So now he's giving you his story. Safety professional for 13 years. Before that, I did a lot of field work. I do everything in job construction. Okay? Now, you come back here. How has your experience been? Okay. Okay, so ultimately, people get around to asking you what you do. And we're coming back 7 years. Okay, so now you're coming back. Have you ever thought about doing anything else? Okay, so he loves what he does, but he's open for options. See, now, if you had asked this question and he answered you with one word like sure, then, you know, but he gave you a nice answer. Okay? So what experience have you had with network marketing? The truth is I don't have any experience in network. I kind of find it a waste of time. I may be wrong, though. I have seen many people fail at it. Okay? Well, you see, so he's telling you he doesn't have any experience, and he finds it a waste of time. So he's basing his answer to you on his perception based on the experience of people that he knows, that he works with. Now, this is where you can use the, and he says he's open enough to say, hey, I may be wrong though. I've seen many people fail at it. Now, there's a couple of ways that you could do this. Now, you could use the feel, felt, found strategy,
Right.
where, you know, man, I know how you feel. You know, so let's explore for a minute your experience. How is this your first network marketing experience, or have you been in other companies?
I've been in other companies.
Okay.
I've been with in the field for about 8 years now.
You've been with who?
I've been with in the industry for about 8 years.
Okay.
With Amway for about 7 years, and now with Melaleuca.
Okay. So you basically know how he feels.
Yes.
And many people have failed at it. And so we could use the feel, felt, found. All right? So now we're going to come up here and we're going to say, I know how you feel. And we'll go, well, boy, do I know how you feel. LOL. Now, I know how you feel. Many people today or why don't we, I've seen many people fail at it. Now, so you got the feel, felt, found, but I want to add something else here as well.
Okay.
When somebody tells you that I've never met anybody that's been successful in network marketing, your immediate response should be, well, man, you just need to meet some more people. Because I know a lot of people in network marketing, you know, that are making a lot of money. I mean, look at, Eddie Bestoso's making $1 million. Alan Parisser's making $1 million. Jim McCune, he used to be a school principal, he's making $1 million. And the truth is that in any industry, the people that work, I mean, you could say that 10% of the people in real estate make the big money, and everybody else just kind of tribbles along. So now this is something that I introduced earlier, and I'm going to talk about it here because I don't want this to be lost. One of the things that you can do when you're communicating with people, as on LinkedIn specifically, is you can be posting on a regular basis. And what your activity is, what you end up doing, is going to be part of the process of relationship building. Okay? So people that you're connected to on LinkedIn are going to see your posts, maybe. Maybe. The thing that you could do with LinkedIn, just like Facebook, if we go over and we look at your profile, what you want to do on a daily basis is you want to start making posts. And the posts that you're going to make are going to be relevant to your audience. So here, if we look at your activity,
I really just started posting.
Right. So, okay, so you posted something here 18 hours ago, or Jessica.
Well, no, that's actually something I liked that my wife posted.
Okay, good. All right, good. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to make How Great You May Be. All the greats had a coach. All right. So, we're going to come up here, and we're going to make another post. This was 24 hours ago. So we're going to come up here. Actually, we have to do this from our home page. And we're going to upload an image. And let's see, where is it? Okay, it's down here. Here it is. Choices, chances, changes. 3 C's of life. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. And we're gonna post it. Okay, now what we can do with this is, let's go back over to our buddy over here. I kind of find it a waste of time. I may be wrong, though I have seen many people fail at it. Boy, do I know how you feel. I felt the same way, because most of the people that I know who tried it crashed and burned. Crashed and burned. What was it? Well, crashed, burned, and wasted a lot of time and money. In fact, we're going to take the LOL out here. Okay? And here we're going to put LOL. Okay, now, inviting people to your home, going to their home to sell, and calling friends turns most people off. Okay? When I had a friend show me how to build a growing network marketing company, now what we're going to do here is we want to get some spacing in here, okay? So let's go a little shift here. When I had a friend show me how to build a growing network marketing business on the internet in less than an hour or two a day, I gave it another try and am so glad I did. Okay? Now, remember what he says up here. He says that I've seen many people fail at it. Thanks to social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, more people than ever before are making money Okay? So now, I'd be delighted to show you what I'm doing and how you can be successful in this business if you're open to, now what was the line we used up here? We want to use his language.
Okay.
I'm glad you don't, so he says here, I'm glad you don't have a boss anymore. That's something I wish I could do. So we can use his language. I'd be delighted to show you how you can earn a very good living without a boss and own hours okay. Would you like to know what I'm doing now? Okay? So we're ending this with a question. Okay? But what we're going to do first is we're going to come back over to our page here and we're going to take this and we're going to share this with Moses. So we're going to send it as a message. Type in Moses. Here he is. I'm going to send that over. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to send the message. So now if we refresh the page, so, you know, the feel, felt, found strategy works on social media just like it works on a face-to-face situation. Okay, so here we got the message. Now let me just flip back over here for just a minute, okay? Because there are people out there that have large circles of influence that would love to talk to you. And today, 99% of your prospecting and recruiting activity can be done on your mobile phone. And you could be doing it in less than an hour or two a day. You can build your business on Facebook and LinkedIn with your mobile phone. And frankly, you're going to find that LinkedIn is actually better than Facebook to build your business because everybody on LinkedIn is a professional. They're professional. Now, this month, we've been talking about one of my favorite quotes, which came from Arthur Schopenhauer, a German philosopher. He said that all truth passes through three stages. First, it's ridiculed. Second, it's violently opposed. And third, it is accepted as being self-evident. And for those of you out there that have uplines that are insisting that you cannot use social media to build your business, well, the truth is you've got better information than they do. There are entire network marketing companies that are doing all of their business online, and we're here to demonstrate exactly how it's done, okay? So we did Moses, and let's look at Dale. So when you talk to somebody and they tell you, well, I don't know anybody that's making money in this business. Okay, so, all right, well, I'm not interested in working for either of those companies. Okay. But for now, I'll stay where I am. But in the future, I may look to change. Who knows? Okay, so let's look at the conversation. Now, if we look at her profile, subtle little things when you're looking at a person's profile. See, look up here, Dale's URL. She's never done anything with that. So she's in customer service. A driven individual that takes initiative. And down here, customer. Okay, so she's working at a nail salon. All right? And she's done some different things. She had her own cleaning service for a while. All right, now, we reached out to her. How's LinkedIn working for you? Okay. It seems that everyone's very nice and professional. All right. What about you? What about you? And she says here, but work is so busy this time of year. Okay. So, what about work that makes it so busy? We're a nail salon. It's spring. What do you do? So she's telling you, manage up to 34 texts a day. Why'd you switch to working in the nail industry? Now she works 12 hours a day. Okay? So she worked in the cleaning business so she could stay home with her son. Okay, so you asked her, have you ever thought about doing anything else? It's been on my mind for 6 months. Okay, so this is where it became, this was your opening right here. Okay, now, a lot of people turn to the internet to make full-time income. Now, the only thing that possibly we could have asked here is why? Why is she thinking about that? Or what is she thinking about? So here you're asking her here. Okay, all right, so this is not bad. This is not bad, okay? I just had to refresh you know, my memory. Of course you're not interested in working with either of these companies because, number one, they don't do it on the internet, and number two, her perception is that it's hard. So let's go back over to what she said here. She's been thinking about changing for the last 6 months. Okay? Okay? So, we're gonna we're going to come back and we're going to say I mentioned Mary Kay, and when I mentioned Avon, Mary Kay, and Amway, it was just as an example of the type of business. So we're going to say here, I mentioned, we'll get rid of when. Of the type of business that can type of business. And yes, they are wonderful companies. Okay? Now, it's important, of course, while it's important to love what you do and the people you work with, quality of life, quality of one's life and having the time to enjoy it. Okay, so here, we'll get rid of while again. It's important to love what you do and the people you work with. Having the quality of one's life, or what? Okay. Playtime at the Forbes home. Saturday, the kids are having fun. So, quality of one's life, quality of life, and having the time to enjoy it, smell the roses, smell the roses is okay, so now let's go back. We're going to use her language, okay? We're not going to talk about a solution, okay? As to why, or So why has it been on your mind? That's going to be the question. Why has it been on your mind the past 6 months to make a change? That's the question we want to ask, okay? Now, see, this is the question that we should have asked. Why has it been on your mind for the last 6 months to make a change? So we brought up, have you ever thought about doing anything else? She says, like what? And then you hit her with this, and no. So we had to add this to get her to respond. So what we'll do here, I'm not interested in working for either of those companies, okay? So we could say here, I don't blame you. So an LOL. But it's important to love what you do and the people you work with. So what we're going to do here, but okay, but now what we're going to do here is, why has it been on your mind to change? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing with her. So we're going to come back over to our page. Now look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. You see that, Andre?
Yeah, I do see that. Would you say somebody like that has disqualified themselves, or do you just keep on going?
Well, here's the thing, okay? We're going to come back to him in a minute. Let's just finish up with her. And we're going to do the same thing, okay? So what we're going to do is that's Dale. We're going to come back over here. And we're going to go to our home page. And we're going to go over to our profile. And we're going to come down to where our activity is. All right. And we're going to look at our, okay, here's our post right here. So we're going to share this. We're going to send it as a message. And her name was Dale. Dale Heil. And we're going to send this message. Okay? Now we did that first. Now we come back over here. And just, I don't want to lose this, so I'm going to copy this just in case. And I'm going to refresh the page. We'll leave the page. We're going to refresh it. So we just want to make sure we know that that's gone over. Okay, so she got that. Now we pop the message back in here. And we'll say use an old-fashioned business model. Okay, so now we're going to ask her, why has it been on your mind the past 6 months of change? Now, the attitude that you want to have, you want to consider yourself as an ambassador of network marketing. In other words, listen, and she just read it. She just read it.
Wow.
Now it's Saturday, and she could be at the salon, and she's busy. But the position you want to take with somebody like this is, look, Dale, first we have to find out, why has it been on your mind to change? Why? Why? Don't rule out network marketing. Okay, there she goes. There she goes. There she goes.
That was fast.
I keep telling everybody, okay? So if you've got a bonehead upline that's telling you that you can't build a business using social media, well, the thing is that you got better information than she does. Okay? And what's going to happen is as you start advancing, as you start, right? I know I could give you the names of 4 top earners in 4 different network marketing companies who have totally ignored. I mean, they were at the top of the business. And today, there's, should be paid more. Okay. Okay. Okay, so have you talked to the owner about an increase? all you do? So we're going to keep it on her. Keep it on her. Meanwhile, while we're talking to her, we're going to come back over here. And, okay, so now, let's go back. We're going to open up the message area so we can, you know, do this on a bigger screen. So we're going to go over here to Moses. Okay, all right, well, I don't like commitments. Okay. Okay. Okay, now. Okay. Now, we could do a look. Remember, it's going to cost you $100 to show Moses here, you know, your business. All right? So, he doesn't like commitments. We might want to qualify him a little more first, okay?
Right.
I don't like commitments. Let's go take a look at his. Let's go take a look at his work history. Now we don't want to over pre-qualify him, okay? So he's a safety professional. You've been doing this for 3.
Are you gonna put this on YouTube after you finish?
Probably.
Okay.
Unless you don't want me to.
I would love for you to.
Okay. Okay, so now, okay, so remember, let's go back and review the history, okay? Let's go back and review what he, you know, his work history, okay? No, he told us here in the conversation, okay? Okay, so here it is, right here. Safety professional. Before that, I worked as a carpenter. Okay. Okay, so you know, let's not overanalyze this, okay?
Okay.
Let's just say I don't like commitments. Not to worry. I'll show you what I'm doing. And how you can build a growing internet business in a few hours a day I have to admit, I must warn you that doing this online can be addicting. Okay? But and then we'll throw in LOL.
do you ever take it away from them?
Well, you could, but not in this case. Not in this case. You know, now he says, I don't like to make commitments. So that he wants to earn a living without a boss. We got to address that, because he says here, you can earn a living without a boss, okay? But he's telling you, I don't like commitments, okay? You know, when you... well, that can come later, okay? I mean, because the bottom line is, look, Moses, let me explain something to you. When you work for yourself, you're your own boss, okay? Mm-hmm. And so when you're working for somebody else, you answer to them, and you have to make a commitment to what you're doing to earn a living.
Right.
Okay? So the only commitment you have to make is to do the work, whether you're working for yourself or you're working for somebody else. But that's a conversation you could have later. But because he's saying something like that, you know, on a scale from 1 to 10, right now he's a 4 or a 5.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so now the next step is going to be to introduce the business to him. All right? And so how do you do that? What?
I usually invite them to an overview.
Okay.
And that's just a webinar.
Okay. Now, are those webinars at a particular day and time?
No, I could do my own, but they do have some set times that they do them. But I normally do them on my own just to be more flexible.
Okay. All right, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to... This is where you would type that in. Okay?
Okay.
Here is some information that will introduce what I'm doing. All right, now what I'm going to do is, but I'm not going to send this. I'm going to leave this for you to send, okay? And what I'll do is I'll just copy this and send it to you in a private message, so you'll have it. And then you'll add the basic, you'll add the basic link in the information. So
we're also using Ed Bestoso's Make Green Go Green system.
Yeah.
Because it's more streamlined, so we just like that.
Right. Well, now keep in mind that that's, you know, so that's duplicatable. That's something that everybody can do. All right. So you're going to do that. And let's come over here, and let's see if our buddy over here is typing. Do you realize that she read this? Okay, now here's where you can be helpful, okay? Mm-hmm. So we're going to come down here and we're going to say, now let's have a little fun here, okay? Let's look at Dale's picture again. This is where friendship, genuine flattery, and okay, look at that picture. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to go. No, I guess it's over here now. Okay. So we're going to go. No way. You're 57. What? If that's really the case, I want to know. You're taking. Okay, now let's get down to cases. Okay, so we could say, hey, look, I'm a great writer. And would be happy to help you with the letter if you send me what you're thinking of sending. Now, of course, the letter, you know, a letter, we could say letters are a great way to ask for a raise. And in some cases, better than asking face to face or on the phone. I'm a great letter writer.
Good thing my wife is.
Well, hey, no. Listen, hey, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
So I'm going to help with that, and we can say I'm a master. I'm a master letter writer. I'd be happy to help you with a letter. Send me what you're thinking of sending. And I'll help. I can use the practice, and this just between the two of us and everybody else on YouTube. Okay? So now, what do you? And we're gonna say, what do you think? Would you like? Remember, we gotta ask. You always want to end with a question.
Right.
Would you like me to help with a letter? Okay. We'll pop that over, and who knows? You may end up with another career writing. Writing letters looking for raises. So what the point that I'm trying to make here, folks, is this. Here in our time together, Andre has reached out to 2 people. They have responded right away. She's read it. He's qualifying people. In addition, by opening up and making some of the elements of his profile more visible, he has dramatically increased his visibility and exposure. Now, in a business where talking to people is what it's all about, there is no faster, there is no easier way to build a business. So, Andre, let me ask you a question. You've been in network marketing for 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And in 7 years, you've tried a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
Okay? How does this compare to everything else you've tried?
This is by far the, I guess, simplest way to actually build a business, and how to really compound your time. Because every other way, I was just spinning my wheels and spending a lot of time trying to build. Whereas this, I could do it, like you said, in an hour or 2 a day, in the comfort of my home or wherever I am, using my phone.
And there's another part to this. And that which is equally significant when it comes to leads. I mean, where would you possibly have access to better people than on LinkedIn? Can you think of a better place?
Nope, definitely not in the malls or the retail stores, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so, let's see what she says. And let me look in the question box. Aha! So, okay, so this is interesting because she takes right vitamins and his son owns his father's construction business. So it looks to me like maybe he's divorced. And so, you know, she wasn't working. She took this job, but she didn't answer about the letter. Okay? Now that's going to come. All right? So, again, the bottom line, folks, is this. Network marketing, building your business on the internet, is self-evident. And if you've got people around you, if the leadership in your company is trying to tell you that it can't be done, you have better information than they do. So until next time, this is clearly an example of how easy it is to build your business. You have access to millions of people. Everybody in the world on a social network is at your fingertips. And this is truly the fastest way to build a network marketing business, barring none. I've been teaching this for 23 years. And if there was an easier way to do it, if there was a faster way to do it, I'd be teaching that. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from building your business unless it's your own lack of effort. And that's what it's all about.